Today is a very big day. It's my last radio show here at the studios of One Golden Square, and then I shall be taking my DJ box over to the Lantern this afternoon for training on the new equipment. And a lot of you have asked, what is actually in my DJ box? Well, I shall show you. In my DJ box we have my giant mug, which I may not be able to use in the new studios because apparently they've got to have a lid on. So I have to get myself a new mug. Extension lead and a phone charger. My absolute aces mug. Some really rotten old headphones I don't really wear anymore, but I have as a backup. Vitamins. Straighteners. My old CD. Now, other things to show you on my last day here at One Golden Square. Well, let's just have a little recap of this studio, really. First of all, we have the PC, which has just got documents on. And on the left here, I have a document all about things to talk about on the show. So I can talk about the breakfast show and home time and get all the information. On the right-hand side, in this case, I've got tea break trivia. The green is the question, yellow is the answer. This is obviously the mixing desk, which is also reflected in my tattoo, which I shall show you now. And it's got some of this bit of the desk in as well. Apparently, this particular desk, though, is being moved, not into the main on-air studios, but into some other sort of studio that we won't use as much, but it will still exist in the new building, so all is not lost with regards to the mixing desk and my tattoo, because some of you were asking about that. Right, let's move my giant tea. No teaspoons, of course, just a knife. Okay. This one here is the microphone. This is where my music is playing at the moment. Fader A. Don't use a lot of them unless you've got guests and you're taking phone calls and this kind of thing. Got the levels here. Now, of course, in the old days, you'd queue up a song, you'd set the level, because it was a CD, before you played it on air, but everything's done automatically now. I don't even have to think about levels. It's all done for me. As is the music, you know, it's all loaded in already. Now, let's go and see Dexter. Hi, Dexter.
Hi.
This is a historic video, our last show in Golden Square. How do you feel about that?
Quite sad because I don't want to move this building because I've known it all my life.
And what will you miss about the building other than the fact that you're addicted to the computer? What else will you miss?
The hot chocolate and racing up the stairs with you trying to beat me in the elevator, but I always win because I'm faster.
Well, there's stairs in the new building, so perhaps we can still have that game.
Yeah, that game's legendary.
All right, I'll let you get back to your game. He also likes coming here because he has unlimited access to the computer, and I don't normally do that at home. And this is where you would sit if you were a producer. You sit here, so you're overlooking the presenter there. Co-presenters normally go where Dexter is, so it would be sort of like Bush and Richie or Dave Berry, Matt Dyson. But if you've got more guests than that, there's another microphone here as well. Now, also in this particular environment, we overlook what's called the gallery, also known as Studio 3.2. Used to be called Studio B, I think, in the old days. I think. Anyway, there's been so many different variations of these studios now, I've forgotten. But I started here in the year 2000. I don't think there was a window here when I started. I think it was completely separate. Anyway, the reason there's a window is because when Dave's here, he can talk to Anna or Emma, who's on the news, Glenn on sport, and another breakfast show producer sits over there. So they can still have a banter and join in on the show, but still prepare their news and have the privacy of their own studio to do that in as well. So let's go in there and have a look. That's what we call the zoo, and hopefully we'll never call it that again in the new building. It was a stupid 90s name that stuck, and I'm so glad it's not going to be called that anymore. Whatever it is, I don't know what the new name will be, but some sort of large area where you can do live sessions. Right, here we go. This is 3.2. So the newsreader sits here and prepares her news. She's got access to Sky TV there. So she would overlook Dave, who sits in there. It's a nice setup. Dave's birthday card is still here. I wonder what will happen to that. Right, this is the outside of the main studio area, which has got a printer that never ever works. Now, maybe this was Studio B back in the day, actually. Now known as 3.3. And Planet Rock spent many years broadcasting in here. Now it's kind of a universal studio that lots of different people use. Currently branded as Hits. Let's have a quick look in here. Yeah, way back in the year 2000, I'm pretty sure this was called B, and they used to have news from here as well. And if you were on early breakfast, which I was sometimes 4 till 6 a.m, you would do the show in here. I did some overnights in here as well. I haven't got great memories of this room. I didn't like overnights. I did not like early breakfast. So I won't be sad to see this room go. And then here, this used to be known as C, this studio here, because it overlooks the zoo. So you could produce live bands in there. You got all the equipment to produce them, and then the live bands would be in here. Again, this has had many different looks over the years. That used to be glass, I think, there. You could look into the boardroom. Over here, kitchen. This was refurbished maybe about 5 years ago, maybe more. Anyway, this is the kitchen, and this is the boardroom. Now, this used to have a legendary table in it. Ow, fuck! So, as we go back here, say goodbye to the zoo. Say goodbye to this corridor I've walked down a million times. And into, I think it was known as Studio 1, Studio A, and 3.1. Right, let's go down to the second floor. These rooms have already been vacated, so looking rather empty, but that was magic. This was also magic. And down here was loads of other studios, lots of production studios, voiceover booths, and right down the very end was Kiss. Let's have a quick look. Again, for the people that remember it from the old days, down here it was offices, wasn't it? And this was a record library or CD library. It was opened out, but there was just tons and tons of CDs here. And I think this was offices down the end. I had my interview to work here in these offices, but years ago they became studios. And this was Kiss. At one point it was an old Absolute studio that you could broadcast from. This used to be a production studio, but that's also Kiss. So nothing really here anymore. All this equipment is being moved over, I believe. Let's go to the first floor, which was always offices. I think it's just my boss Paul in today. Hi.
Hello, all right.
We're saying goodbye to the building.
Oh, bye.
That's Paul and that's Rob.
Who are you saying goodbye to?
Well, it'll just go on my socials. So probably YouTube, because it's turning out to be quite a long video.
Oh, Leona.
There was lots of guitars on these walls. They've all been moved. This is the magic desks. That little kitchen was added a few years ago because it wasn't enough just having the one upstairs. Let's go to the basement. Just trying to think what that was originally. When I first came here, I'm pretty sure it was TV studios. And then it was... What was it after that? Was it just a spare area for us? We had a lot of space. And then it became Kiss. Hi!
Oh, hello.
Just say goodbye to everyone. I'm doing a final video.
I feel sad.
Give us a wave. Yeah, so this was, let me think. What were these studios before? I can't remember. Oh no,
Kiss.
it was Kiss, yeah. And now it's Greatest Hits and Hits, is it?
Just.
And Jazz. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't come down here too often, so... Used to back in the day. This was the main studio. I used to do my Sunday afternoon show in here. My Sunday afternoon show was 12 till 5. 5 hours in this basement. All on my own. I was the only person in the building. I think there was a security guard, that was it. I feel like there wasn't, because I swear to God one time I got locked out. So there we have it. And obviously we have to sit here. And this was the view. And there was all screens on here recently. I'll have to dig out some more photographs of what it looked like at one time. Right, better get back up to my show. The thing I forgot to point out was the studios are now all white, with white LEDs, but you can change the colours. You press this one here, we get a bit of purple and white, and this one over here does all purple, which is quite nice. And then we have this one I'm not sure about, yellow and purple. Yeah.
Afternoon, Leona. Question for Dexter. Would he like to follow you into radio and work as hard as you do, or have an easy life and do a drive time show, says Mark in Norfolk? Bit of a dig at Bush and Ritchie, but never mind. So, do you want to be a DJ, Dexter?
Yes.
You got the right name for it, DJ Dex.
Yeah, true.
Have you got any memories? Because this is your last time in this building.
Yes, having hot chocolate.
Is that the highlight after all these years?
Yes.
Well, the show's actually finished, but I want this to be the last song that plays as I leave this studio. And what a song to go out to. Let's get that volume up. Let's go. Let's get my DJ box. Goodbye, 3.1. I'm almost ready to close the door for the final time. We'll just wait for them drums to kick in. Here we go. This is how you leave 3.1 Golden Square. Okay, leaving the staircase now. Final peek of the first floor, which is where the management are. I always have a little look there before I go. So let's have a final goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Dexter, one last zoom in on those logos.
Zoom in Absolute Radio. There.
And I think, to be honest,
We're on Oxford Street. The new studios are just north of Oxford Street. Let's cross. So we gave up walking. We got in the taxi, it's pouring with rain, and we're cheating, aren't we, Dexter? Shh, nobody needs to know. And out with the DJ.
the radio station.
Thank you.
Thank you for the nice talk as well.
Right, you get out first, Dexter. Okay. Right, yeah, okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Here we are, Dexter. Pan round, this new area. And the new building is just down there. First of all, let's get some food. Get something to sit. Okay, so that's the new building. In we go with the DJ box arriving. First impression?
Fancy.
Fancy, yeah. So you've got lovely reception, lots of enormous sofas. Got our own cafe. Thank you. Dexter, come here. Come here. Right, hiya.
Hello.
Right, let's put this down. Is it good? Wow.
And it goes all the way back there.
Does it? Let's go and investigate. You filming? Let's go.
Wait, restart.
Oh, we've missed our studios. This is... Oh, that's... Okay, don't know where I'm going. Where's our door?
I thought it was the other way around.
Okay, start again. Let's go into the new Absolute Studios. Wow, should we start in here? Oh. Oh, wow.
Let's get a whole load of this.
Look at all that. And then this goes up into the main Absolute Studio. Let's go in there now.
Take a little look.
Let's go in. Let's get out. Press exit.
Why is laser beam in there?
So 2.14 is our main room. Hello. Hi.
Only the
Wow. Pretty massive, isn't it? It overlooks like a sort of atrium. That's where you get the daylight from. And then obviously Dave will here, the breakfast show will be here, and this is the equivalent of the old 3.2. They can still talk to the news team and everybody in that room as well. And I think I'll be doing my shows in mainly that one and sometimes in here. But if there's an interview or guests, they'll use this one. Just because I'm on my own, I'll probably be in that one mainly because it's a bit smaller. So there we have it, the new studios. This is where I think I'll be mainly. In here. Dexter's already made himself at home. What do you think of it? What do you think of it?
This place is so nice.
Yeah?
And I love it here.
Good bit of positive feedback from Dexter. No, I think it's going to be great. Once we get settled in, get used to the place. New home. We're in, well, it's the new zoo, but it's called the Rayo Room. They'll have loads of live music in here. I wonder who'll be the first band to play in here. And this is the offices. We have this floor and this floor. It's a cool room. I like the window. We are in the new studios. This is 2.14 or 14.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Again.
Come right here, Dexter. And you can see we've got all the absolute radio branding. Lots of screens.